me just record that. Okay. All right. Good afternoon, grade fours. I see Zoe there. Um, how are you? I hope you guys are fine. Just let me just start with the first class rule. Can we kindly switch off our videos? This is to protect you guys. So you can switch off the videos because they, you know what happens, they distract other learners, and also they are it's invading your privacy because someone might walk in behind you and maybe, you know, yes. So thank you so much for switching off the videos. Okay, so grade fours, I'm Emma Lulege and I'm taking you guys through formats. Okay, thank you for switching that video. Okay, I'll come to a point where I'll tell, say for example, I'm giving an example, Zoe is not you. I'll say, Zoe, can you please switch off your video? Because, okay, that instruction has been given. So our videos should be off. And then you guys now, you know, Elsie, you can switch off the video for us. Thank you. So you guys can answer on the chat, but then the good thing is now you cannot see what's happening, what the other person is saying on the chat. So I'm the only one who's seeing what you guys are saying. So remember, we only use the chats to answer questions, not to ask things that whatever. And then it's only me who sees the chat, so there is no need for you to maybe greet others. They won't see that. So let's just use the charts for answering questions. So yesterday I gave you guys homework. So for those that I knew, I didn't get to see who is here. Okay, I saw the usual ones. Okay, no, it's fine. I see you actually not late. Hi Sanele, all right, it's fine. Remember you guys, you are saved under your parents' name. So if I say your name wrong, just correct me. Like Tibelo, I now know Tibelo is not Tibelo, it's Dante. I know that before he chops my head off. Okay, all right. So I'm going to move away from the charts. As I said, I'm the only one who can see the charts. Yesterday, I gave you guys homework. Those that are new, we're actually finishing off fractions today. So we have been doing fractions since last week. So we are actually finishing off fractions. So today we are starting on problem solving. And then before we do that, okay, I see your hand, Asia. Let me just go to the homework that I gave you. Okay, so this is the homework that I gave you guys. So you know I cannot just give you homework and then we don't check if you guys either did it. Okay, I can't check if you did it, but then we have to get the answers. So this was yesterday's homework, and then I want us to go over that. So wherever I have answered, I hope that people actually copied it and they actually answered that. So now we are no longer using diagrams. We are doing the working out. So let's see who actually did their homework. Let's see who actually did their homework. So you can raise your hand now and answer number one for us. So number one said 3/6 of 72. So we are finding 3/6 of 72. Okay, I think someone, let's see the charts. Okay, it's fine. It's fine. I can see a parent said Gabriel is just running late. He will join now. Okay, it's okay. Asia, you were not here yesterday. Okay. Laurentia, why didn't you do it? You guys should do the homework now. If I give you homework, you should do it. Otherwise, you guys are going to get rest sleeps or a misdemeanor. I don't know how you guys do it at school. Okay, so let's see who did it. It's fine being honest and saying that you didn't do it. It's okay. Let's see who did it. Let's see who did the homework. If you were not here yesterday, you can go on YouTube. Okay, there we have Zano. Okay, Zano. Okay, we can unmute Zano, and I see Zano raised his hand. I think it's a he.
Ma'am, yesterday I was not here.
Okay, is that Zano?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, and then I see there is Lagwanda. Okay, Lagwanda, your hand is raised. Okay, I'm just going to unmute you. Lawanda?
What's good, my fellow niggers? Today I'm here with
Lawanda? Okay, let's see who else. Oh, then we have.
I removed that. Like, is one of those people, so I removed him.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. So, okay, I'll leave the homework. I'm not. Oh, there's another one who raised their hand. Okay, what do we have there? Thank you.
Okay, Elsie, you were on.
Elsie?
Yesterday I was not here.
Oh, you were not here. Okay.
Yes.
All right. Oh, so it seems that today we have. Okay. All right. So I'll leave the homework part. We're going to do it tomorrow. I'm not going to give anyone answers. So those that were not here, you can go to YouTube you can go to our website. Our website is Africa Teen Geeks, and then you check yesterday's work. Then let me go to today's work. Hope I will touch on what we did yesterday. Okay, so today we are doing problem solving with fractions. So by the end of the lesson, you'll be able to read and understand problems with fractions. And you understand what you need to do when presented with a fraction problem. So you're also going to be able to solve any given problems that involve fractions. So you read and understand, and then you understand what you have to do, which is very important because most of the time learners do not understand what they have to do. And because why don't they understand what they have to do is because they do not read and understand. And I understand that you guys are in grade 4, and most of the time what you do for grade 4 learners is we interpret for you guys, but most of you, I'm sure your reading is good now. And when you read in English, you read to understand. When you read in natural science, you read to understand. So the same thing that you have to do in maths, you have to read to understand. And then after understanding, then you know what you have to do. So with problem solving, you can either multiply or you can add, you can divide, you can subtract. So, and then when you understand that you have to add or multiply or whatever, then you'll be in a position to solve any given problems. You'll be in a position to solve any given problems. So this is what you're going to achieve by the end of the lesson. Okay, I said I'm not going to do the homework because I want you guys to do it. So at the end of the lesson, I'm going to project the homework again, and you guys are going to be good kids and you're going to do the homework. And tomorrow you are going to tell me the answers, because most of your parents, they most of your parents, they really want you guys to have homework because they understand. Okay, all right. Because they understand that you guys have to practice whatever that you have learned. So today, you guys are only going to answer on the chat. We are not going to unmute anyone today due to a technical problem. So there is no unmuting. So if you have a question, you can drop it for me. It's only me who's going to see it. So if you have a question, you can drop it for me on the chat, and then I'll read and answer the question. Okay, so there is a picture below. It says the first problem that you're going to do. Look at the picture below. I'm sure you guys can see that picture. And then how many balls? Now on the chat, you are answering on the chats, remember. How many balls are there all together? So you look at these beautiful golf balls, and then how many balls are there all together? So the first thing that you have to do, you have to count how many balls are there. So if you get it wrong the first time, then all the other questions that are coming, you're not going to understand it. Okay. So I'll say the answer at the end because I don't want people to copy each other's answers. The first one, okay, Zoe, Dante, okay, Kalem Madumbe is Kalem, Kaylin, Umpile, Dylan, Nowanda, Rarak. Okay, you guys said the answer is 12 and you were right. Okay, so that is number A. Okay, so you guys, and Gabriela, yes, you said the answer is 12, well done. Elsie, you said the answer is 12, well done. Jean Paul and Laurentia. All right, I'm going to move on to the next one. So this one was pretty easy. So you just need to count how many balls we have. So the answer is 12, as we can see. Number B, how many balls How many balls is half of the balls? How many balls is half of the balls? So the first one, you got it right. So now it means we are working on the answer that you got. And number B, how many balls is half of the balls? And then I'm going to check your answers on the chat. Okay, starting from Umpile, Kalem, Rarak, Zoe, Debelo, Kaylin, Laurentia, Dante. Okay, you guys said the answer is 6, which is correct. Okay, I said, guys, grade 4s, we don't have the option of unmuting today. So even if you raise your hand, I'm not going to unmute you because we are having technical glitches. So yeah, you're only going to answer on the chat. That is how we're going to roll today. Okay, Unkabeti, you are right. You said the answer is 12. Oh, thank you, Laurentia. Okay, Laurentia, why didn't you do my work then? Because you understand this. So Laurentia actually gave me the method. Remember yesterday and on Friday, we're doing the method. So Laurentia went to do the method. So she said we get 6 because we say 12 divided by 2 equals to 6. Thank you so much, Laurentia. So that's practicing what you have learned. Okay, and thank you also everyone for answering. You got that one right. So we are moving cool. Okay, so the answer, okay, remember there is those that said they were not here. Remember those that said they're not here. Now let me touch on what we said yesterday so that I don't want to leave anyone behind. I want everyone to be on par with us. So the question is, how many balls is half of the balls? And then we said in total we have 12 balls. So we'll say, last week we talked about writing a number sentence. So a number sentence is like 2 + 2 = 4, or 13 divided by whatever. So that is a number sentence. So a number sentence, you're actually writing out how you're going to work it out. So here, our number sentence is half of 12. And yesterday, those that were with us, they still remember. Even if you were not with us today, you are going to be on the same level with us. So don't worry. Don't say, Mem, I wasn't here. I'm not going to learn anything. No, you are going to learn something because Mem still touches on what you learned yesterday. So then we say this 12 is quantity. We call it quantity. And then if you are represented with a problem like this, so this is a mathematical problem, right? So we write it as half of 12 because you want to find half of the balls. So instead of saying half of the balls is not a number. So the balls were 12. Then we say half of 12, which is the balls. And then how do we get the answer of half of 12? I then told the ones that were here yesterday, I said, imagine that your mother gave you 12 friends. And then your mother says you must share it with your sister. Okay, if you don't have a sister, it's fine, share it with your cousin. You are sharing it with your cousin. And then your mother says, give your cousin half of the 12 friends. How much are you going to give your cousin? So you'll say you're going to give your cousin how much? 6 rands. And then you didn't, because it came automatically, because it's money. So you didn't actually calculate it. But there is a calculation that goes behind that. So that is the calculation that I was teaching yesterday. And I'm going to show you also today. So how do you get that 6 rands? When your mother gives you 12 rands, and then your mother says, give your sister half of 12 rands, naked force. So we say, we take this 12 always. This is written like in the book of mathematics, written by Mem Malulekene. I'm joking, I didn't write a book. But this is written in the book of maths. So always, if you see that you have a problem that says half of something, or 2/3 of something, or 3/4 of something, so we take that something, which is the number, and grade 4s, we call it the quantity. So we take the quantity, which is 12, and then we say divided by, we take the denominator. So we take the quantity and we divide with the denominator. So maybe you are new, you never did fractions with me, and you don't know what a denominator is. We said a denominator in a fraction is the bottom number. So we take the quantity, we divide with the bottom number. So we say 12 divided by 2, and then we get 6. And then those that are also not here, we said, how do you do 12 divided by 2? Because I understand that most of you, with the lockdown, we closed before we started on division. For example, my class, we didn't do division, so we only started doing it this term. So maybe your teacher also, you haven't done division, and maybe you don't understand because you guys are in grade 4, you don't understand what do we mean by 12 divided by 2. Then I told the learners, I said, if you see 12 divided by 2, you must count in 2s until you reach 12. And then yesterday, some of them were so gracious enough to actually count with me on the chat. So if we're counting in 2s until we reach 12, then we'll say 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, and that gives us 6. So this means that grade 4, 12 divided by 2 is equals to 6. So 12 divided by 2 is equals to 6. And then I said then, we take the 6 and multiply with the numerator. So in this case, we'll say 6 multiplied by 1. Why do you multiply with the numerator? Yesterday, we were doing sort of like 3/4 of 24, right? I'm giving an example. So if we do 3/4 of 24, then you say 24 divided by 4, because 3/4 is actually 3/4, grade 4. Then if you have 3/4 of 24, then we say 3/4 of 24, and then we say 24 divided by 4. When we get the answer, which is 6, then we say 6 multiplied by 3. So always, after you have divided and our answer is 6, then you say 6 multiplied by 1, and the answer equals to 6. So if it's not 1 here, and then you have divided your quantity and your denominator, if your answer, when you've gotten your answer, even if it's 3 or whatever, then you say your answer multiplied by 3, and then you're going to get the right answer. So that is how we do it. So I hope those that were not with us, now you understand a little bit. But as we are moving along, I will keep on touching on what we did yesterday, because even those that were not here, maybe some of them did not get it all, because we do not learn in one day. That's how it is. Okay, and then number C says, now you can go to the chat. Let me run away. Okay, how many balls is 1/3 of the balls? How many balls is 1/3 of the balls? So that is the question. How many balls is 1/3 of the balls? Remember, we are referring to how many balls? To 12 balls. So I'll go to the chat. Okay. Oh, yes, Lawrence. Okay, guys, I'm not saying your answer is not right. Eh? Your answer is right. But then show me how we get the answer. I want to see how do you get the answer. I want to know how do you get the answer. So how many balls is 1/3 of the balls? Unfortunately, I cannot unmute you guys. So we're only depending on the chat. So how many balls is 1/3 of the balls? Laurentia said, we then say divided by which is equals to okay. All right. Then your answer is right, but your method, remember I said method is very important, because if you know a method, you can do any sum in mathematics as long as you know the method. So far, Laurentia have given me the answer. And Daisy is asking, ma'am, why can't you chat to everyone? Because we are in a class. Remember, in a class, Daisy, we say one person speaks at a time. So this time it's ma'am speaking. And then if you need to talk, you talk to the teacher. I love it. Okay, Siam Tanda, well done. Yes, well done. Thank you so much, Siam Tanda. You got the answer right, and the method. No wonder. Perfect. You see, that's what I want to see. Okay, I'm seeing it. So no wonder said 12 divided by 3 equals to 4. And then, okay, Laurentia was doing for that. Oh, yes, Laurentia. Joda, okay. Yes, okay. I have to read this one out. So Joda says, we divide 12 by 3, which is equals to 4. And then we say 4 times 1, which is equals to 4. Joda, I know maybe that's not your name, maybe it's your parents' name. Can you clap hands for yourself wherever you are? I am so proud of you. Okay. Oh, Kale. Okay, ma'am, I took 3 balls away from 1 row, and that's how I got my answer. So actually, what Kale did that method of using the diagrams. Well done, well done. And then Dante, yes, the answer is 4. And then remember to say 4 multiplied by 1, so that where the numerator is more than 1, you can get the answer right. You guys are so intelligent. So why didn't you do my homework? Why did you do my homework? Okay, Joda, that is your name. Okay, that's good. All right. So now I know that is your name. And I think you just joined us today. No wonder you use sticks. Okay. All right. So you drew sticks. Okay, good. You guys are good. It's fine, Ramu. Okay, it's okay, my darling. Even if you're late, at least better to be late than never, ne? It's better to be late than never. Okay, so you guys, you are so good. I don't understand why you didn't do my homework, because you're getting this right. So here, especially for those that were not here. So we'll say 1/3 of 12 as the others have shown me. So we say 12 divided by 3, which is equals to 4. And then we say 4 multiplied by 1 equals to 4. I think that was Jota who wrote it. I think Jota saw my answer. I'm joking. Jota, you just good also, ne? You didn't see my answer. I'm just pulling your leg. Okay, and then let's go to number D. Aha. Okay, it's getting a little bit, move away. Okay, thank you. How many balls is 2/3 of the balls? How many balls is 2/3 of the balls? How many balls is 2/3 of the balls? I'm going to go to the charts now. Okay, let's see who's the first one to answer. Right, 2/3 of the balls. Okay, okay, people are giving me answers. Okay. Okay, the first one, Dante, you got it right. Jota, were you here yesterday? Jota, why are you getting it so right? Like, were you here? Tell me, it seems like you were here yesterday. Wow, you are doing it the way that I've explained. Well done, Jota. I am so proud of you. Okay, Rarak, you told me the answer, so you said the answer is 8. But how do we get the method? How do we get to the method? How to get to the method? Okay, I see. Okay, Tibelo, which is Dante. Okay, Laurentia, you are right. Oh, you were. Okay, all right. Okay. So why didn't you do my homework? Okay, you got it right. Kaylin, yes. Nareska, 12 divided by 3 equals to 4. Then 4 times 2 is 8. Well done. Well done. I'm just reading. Lina, sorry, I'm reading people's answers. Because if I read them slow, then they disappear. And I think everyone wants to know if they got it right or not. Okay, Dante, you got it right. Brandon, you got it right. Okay. Okay, Zoe, you got it right. Yes. Okay. All right. Okay. So you guys said, I think the first one, it was Joda who gave it to me. The answer, it was perfectly done. So you said, and then you guys, the answer was right. So Joda said 12 divided by 3 equals to 4. Can you believe it? I think it's a he or she. She actually wrote it the way that I have written it. So he said 12 divided by 3 equals to 4, and then 4 multiplied by 2 equals to 8. Always, I'll say the method, always write the method's grade 4 so that you can do any sum. If you know the method, you are able to do any sum. Then we go to the second question. Second question, if we look at the bottom, we can see the cars. There are 20 cars in the car park. Half of them are red and the rest are blue. How many are blue? Okay. Remember yesterday I said there is a difference between what is a fraction of and how many. So there are 20 cars in the car park. Half of them are red and the rest are blue. How many are blue? So that's the question. So before you can answer, I can see the charts are blowing away. Before you can answer, the important information is there are 20 cars in the car park. Half of them are red and the rest are blue. And the question is, how many are blue? How many are blue? Okay, let me check the charts because oh, okay. How do we get 10? Okay, everyone is saying 10, but how do we get it? Grade 4s, tell me, how do we get 10? How do we get the 10 are blue? Okay, Jota there. Okay, so Jota says, I'm sorry, he's the first one to give me the method. So Jota says, let me go back, because, okay, there is Jota. 10, and then he says, oh, it's a she. Don't be offended. I don't know whether it's a feminine name. So he says 20 divided by 2 equals to 10, and then 10 multiplied by 1 equals to 10. Well done. I love the method. Then no wonder says half of 20 is 10, which is correct. Perfect also, because I said, remember, if you see that the number is confusing you, just put trends, because everyone loves money. Okay, there are 10, Zano, you are correct. Okay, so you guys have given me the method. That is what I always want. Even your teacher, if you give a method, remember, why do I insist on you guys giving a method? Say you make a mistake and the answer is 10, and then instead of writing 10, so instead of writing 10, you write 1 and you forget to write a 0. But if there was a method and you say 20 divided by 2 equals 2, then you say 1 0, your teacher will give you 1 mark because your teacher will see that you were on the right track. That's why I am saying you guys should always show me the method, and I'm also able to correct. Okay, Laurentia, correct that one for me. Correct that working out for me, please, so that you can get, because 20 divided by 10 is not 10, so you didn't write the correct number sentence. Do that for me, Laurentia. Okay, so you guys, you answered correctly. So let's see. So the number sentence, remember I said the number sentence, you have to write a number sentence. So the number sentence is half of 20. So then we then calculate the given fraction, which is half of the red cars. So half of 20, which is red cars, as you have written, some of you on the charts, then we say 20 divided by 2, and then 20 divided by 2 gives us 10. Then we say 10 multiplied by 1, this one, which is the numerator. So we say 10 multiplied by 1, which is the numerator, equals to 10 red cars. But are we looking for red cars? Was the question about red cars? So the question was, how many are blue cars? So if there are 20 cars in the car park and 10 are red cars, so we just have to say 20 minus 10, and then we get 10. So if red cars were 10, then we say 20 minus 10, and we get 10 blue cars. So that is the answer. You see how easy it is. So always, you just have to make sure that you write a number sentence, and then you're going to get it right. So you can also get a problem like this. Chen has 20 biscuits. So instead of Chen, we can use Zoe. Okay, that's the first name that came. Or Laurentia. Laurentia has 20 biscuits, and then use the counters to above to represent Laurentia's biscuits to find half of 20. So let's get the answer for that one. Half of 20. What is half of 20? Remember, I don't want the answer, just show me the method. How do we get half of 20? Now I'm about a method, not just the answer, I'm about a method. Okay, so Laurentia, yes, you say 20 divided by 2 equals to 10. Well done. So 20, half of 20 equals to 10. Okay, so I got that one right, and I've said it. Let's move on to the next one. A quarter of 20. I want the method with the answer. Now it's a quarter of 20. A quarter of 20. Okay, Siam Tanda, you are right. Okay, Joda, you are right. Now we are on the quarter of 20. Kellen, give me the method, my dear. How do we find a quarter of 20? A quarter of 20. Show me the method, and then a quarter of 20. Okay, Kellen said the answer is 5, but I want the method. Okay, Dante, 1/4 of 20 equals, I think you're still typing. Okay, I'll see. Okay, Unkabezi, we are not subtracting, my dear. We have to divide. Okay, Kayla said 20 divided by 4 equals to 5. Well done. And then Dane, okay, thank you. Okay, Kayla, you are right. You forgot to multiply by 1. Let me come to Dane's answer. So Dane said 20 divided by 4 equals to 5. And then 5 multiplied by 1 equals to 5. It is very important to multiply with the 1. Very important. Okay, then we have Joda, who said 20 divided by 4 equals to 5. And then 5 multiplied by 1 equals to 5. You guys are catching up. Daisy, well done, Joda. Daisy said 20 divided by 4 equals to 5. Then 5 times 1 equals to 5, obviously. Oh, Kaylin, you don't have the division sign. There is, I don't know what you are using now, but maybe you can use the subtraction sign, is fine. Then I know that it's your division sign. Okay, so number 1 and number 2, you guys got it right. Let's go to number 3. What about 1/5 of 20? 1/5 of 20. We are now on the third one. 1/5 of 20. Let's check that one. Okay, I'll read the first few answers and then we can move on. Okay, who's answering for 1/5 of 20 now? Okay, Zano. Zano, you were supposed to say 1/4 of 20, and then you say 20 divided by 4. You say 20 divided by 4. Okay, Laurentia, okay, you're the first one to answer. Remember to multiply by 1, Laurentia. Remember to multiply by 1. Dane, yes, you say 20 divided by 5 equals to 4, and then 4 times 1 equals to 4. And then we have Joda. Okay, Joda say 20 divided by, okay, Joda, you did 20 divided by 5 is 4, and then 4 times 1 is 4. Yes, Yamtanda, don't forget to multiply with 1, because if there is no 1 and there's a 2 and there's a 3, you still need to multiply, ne, guys? You still need to multiply. Okay, then let's do this last one. 1 over 10 of 20. Let's do 1 over 10 of 20. 1 over 10 of 20. Let's do that one. 1 over 10 of 20. Remember the method. Yes, Unkabeti. Okay, Dane, you say 20 divided by 10 equals to 2, and then 2 multiplied by 1 equals to 2. Well done. No, it's fine, Siam Tanda. No, it's okay. If you get it wrong, then I correct it. It's fine. It's okay. And then we have Dane. Dane said 20 divided by 10 equals to 2, and then 2 times 1 is 2. Well done. Okay, Joda, you are getting it right. Okay, if you don't have the division sign, you can use the minus 1, it's fine. Because like Daisy here, Daisy said 20, I can see because you guys don't see the division sign, is 20 divided by 10 equals to 2, 2 times 1 equals to 2. So it's fine if you don't have the division sign, you can use the subtraction sign. So yes, so you guys got that one right. So I'm just putting the answer. Half of 20 you said is 10, and then a quarter of 20 you said is 5. And then 1/5 of 20 you said it's 4, and then 1/10 of 20 you said it's 2. So yes, you got those ones right. So okay, this is the same thing. This is the same thing. Okay, so if we look at the, just going through using the answers from the previous question, use the answers from the previous question to find 2 over 2 of 20. Okay, so 2 over 2 of 20 is 20 there, we can see, and then 3/4 of 20 is 15. So how do we get 15? We'll say 20 divided by 4, we get 5, and then 5 multiplied by 3 is 15. We see that, especially for those that were not here. And then we have 4 over 5 of 20. So we say 20 divided by 5, which gives us 4, and then 4 multiplied by 4 will give us 16. So this is to reinforce for those that didn't understand. And then here we have 6 over 10 of 20. So what we do, we say 20 divided by 10, we get 2, and then 2 multiplied by 6, we get 12. So, okay, so that when we watch again, you can see how we got that one. All right, let's do this one together. I didn't leave you behind. So we see there are 8 fruits in the bowl. So here's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, beautiful fruits. There are 8 fruits in the bowl, and a quarter of them are apples. How many apples are there? There are 8 fruits in the bowl. A quarter of them are apples. How many apples are there? So we have to look at the question below, and we look at the important information. So the important information, oh, before I go there, I see someone have already answered. Oh, okay. Okay, Dante, you're saying 2. Okay, Laurentia, going back again. Thank you so much for the method. So you say 8 divided by 4. Zano, remember I said the method. Okay, Laurentia, thank you for sticking to the method. Okay, yes, the answer is 2. And Umpile, you said it's 4. If you had done a method, my dear, you would have seen that 4 is not correct. Okay, I'll come to Jordan now. Okay, then we have Jordan. Before Jordan, there's Dante. Oh, Dante was doing for that one. All right. Okay, then it was for that one. All right. So the important information, as Laurentia have said, so we say 1/4 of 8, and then we say 8 divided by 4. So 8 divided by 4 gives us 2. And then step number 2. So remember, every time there are 2 steps on a fraction of a whole. When we want to find a fraction, or when it's a problem solving, there are 2 steps that you have to do. Step 1, we divide. Step 2, we multiply. Always. Step 1, we divide. Step 2, we multiply. So step 1, what do we divide? 8 divided by 4, it gives us 2. And then don't forget step number 2. Even when you're answering me, I know you guys are on the phones, on the tablets. Just don't forget, step 1, divide, step 2, multiply. Even if we're multiplying by 1, I still want to see that multiplication, right? So step 2, after we've gotten 2, then we say 2 multiplied by 1, which gives us 2. So this means that a quarter of 8 fruits is equals to 2 apples. And we also see the answer here. We can see the 2 apples. So that is how we do that problem solving one. And then another problem, there are 24 animals in the zoo. A quarter of them have feathers. How many of the animals have feathers? There are 24 animals in the zoo. A quarter of them have feathers. How many of the animals have feathers? So these are kind of problem-solving questions that you're going to get grade for. And what is the first thing that you have to do? I said you have to read and understand. So automatically, what I do when I read a novel, and then I visualize. So you should also visualize if you've been to the zoo, if they say there are 24 animals in the zoo. So your brain should automatically take you to the zoo, and then you start seeing the elephants and you start seeing everything. Or you can even go to, your brain can take you to Kruger National Park. Okay, I see the chats are blowing off. Okay, let me see. Okay, people are answering there. Okay, okay, so you say 24 divided, okay, they're running away. So it is 24 divided by 4, which is equals to 6. And then 6 multiplied by 1 is 6. Okay, I'm reading Dane's answer. Okay, Laurentia, I say 24 divided by 6 equals to 6. Step number 1. Step number 2, oh, Shemi, okay, you wanted to say multiplied, ne? I see, Laurentia, you wanted to say times. Then 6 times 1 is equals to 6. Siam Tanda, you are right. I think you divided on top and then you did step number 2. Thank you guys for getting this. Step number 1, we divide. Step number 2, we multiply. Umpile, you did step number 1. You said 24 divided by 4 equals to 6. And then I think you're still coming with step number 2. Same applies to Zano. You are getting it. You are getting it. Okay. So we only have 8 minutes left. So we're almost done. And then, so we say 24 divided by 4 equals to 6, and then 6 multiplied by 1 equals to 6. So this means that there are 6 animals in the zoo that have feathers. So out of the 24 animals, there is only 6 with the feathers. So it's only 6 birds, and the others, they are lions, the others are elephants, and other animals that you can think of. Okay, and then can you work this out? So I have an orange there. So Zoe and Zara shade an orange. Okay, this one I want you guys to answer it on the chat. Zoe and Zara shade an orange. Zoe 8, so this is the orange, and our orange is divided into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 pieces. So Zoe ate 3 over 8 of the pieces of orange, and Zara ate the remaining. So Zoe ate 3 over 8 pieces of the orange, and Zara ate the remaining. How many pieces? The question is, how many pieces did Zoe eat? How many pieces, not what fraction, how many pieces did Zoe eat? Okay, I'm going to check here. Okay, so Zoe said she ate 3. I think because she saw her name, she's like, yes, ma'am, I ate 3. Okay, Asia, you got it right. Welcome back, Asia. You said you were going outside. Okay, so you got this one right. Laurentia, she ate 3. 3, not 4, my dear. So she, yes, Brandon, she ate 3. And then let's look at the second question. Okay, so 3 is right there. And then what fraction? Can you see how it's changing? What fraction of the orange did Zara eat? Not how many pieces did Zara eat, but now remember I said it's important that you read the questions and understand. So the question is, what fraction of the orange did Zara eat? What fraction? So now I want the answer as a fraction. Zoe ate 3 over 8. Then it means that Zara ate. Zoe, yes, 5 over 10. You were right, 5 over 8. Laurentia, not how many pieces, what fraction? And then, okay, there's someone who did the other way around. I just wanted to correct them. So the answer, like Dante, Buseleto, okay, Siweya, Zano, you guys got it right. You said the answer is 5/8, not 8/5, right? Remember, we said that the denominator is into is how many pieces the whole is divided into. So this whole is divided into 8. So that means that is the denominator. And then the fraction, the numerator is how many pieces there are actually 8. So there is the answer, Zara 8, 5/8. And then how many pieces? Now, can you see the difference of the questions? How many pieces of the orange did Zara eat? How many pieces of the orange did Zara eat? Oh, okay, my answer came up there. And then I said the answer is 5. So grade 4s, very important to read the question. If the question says what fraction of the orange, what fraction means you have to write your answer as over, right? And then if it's how many pieces, you must write a normal number, a whole number, a normal number. As we can see here, I wrote a normal number. And then here we have, so these are the kind of questions that you'll get. So I'm exposing you to as many questions that you're going to get. So here we have a beautiful pizza. Oh, it looks so nice. It looks so eatable and I'm hungry. Okay, so it says Roger ate 2/8 of pizza, and then Dennis ate 3/8 of the same pizza. So here we have a pizza, especially for the ones that just joined us today. So we see this pizza is divided into 8 equal pieces. And we say that because today is the last day we're doing fractions, we say that it only becomes a fraction if it's divided equally, if the pieces are the same, if they are the same size. So here we see this pizza is divided into 8 equal parts, and then the 8 becomes the denominator, and the denominator is the bottom number. And then here, so this pizza is divided into 8. So we see that Roger ate 2 pieces. So I don't know which flavors Roger ate, but all I know is Roger ate 2 pieces. And then after Roger ate 2 pieces, then it says Dennis ate 3/8 of the same pizza. So it means Dennis came here and took 3 slices away. And then the question is, how much pizza did the boys eat? How much pizza did the boys eat? So then we have to add. What I want to draw your attention to, our whole does not change. So grade 4, you never, ever, ever, ever say 8 plus 8, because we had 8 pieces of pizza. The 8 pieces does not change. So the whole remains the same. It does not change. So what you do is we just add the number of pieces of the ones that the boys ate. So we say 2 plus 3 equals to 5. And can you see that the 8 does not change? So then it means that the boys ate 5/8. Grade 4, you should never ever say 8 plus 8 equals to 16. The pieces did not get 16. They didn't double. We still have 8 pieces, and Roger took 2 of the 8 pieces, and then Dennis took 3 of the 8 pieces. So your answer should always have the 8. Can you see that? Your answer should always have the 8. So do not add. Okay, thank you so much for the ones that answered like the, okay, so the answer here, Siamtanda, the answer is not 5, but then the answer is 5/8, ne? 5/8. So yes, it's 5/8. Okay, it's a plus there. Zano, you got it right, it's 5/8. And then the last question on this one, it says how much of the pizza was left? How much of the pizza was left? So we have to see how many pieces did we have before the boys started eating. So we had 8/8, we had a full, we had a whole. So we had a full pizza, we had a whole pizza, which was 8/8. And then the boys ate 5/8. So you see, we don't say 8 minus 8 to have a 0. 8 still remains the same. So only say 8 minus 5 equals to 3/8. So it means that 3/8 of the pizza was left. So that's one thing that I want you guys to take note of. Okay, and then on this one, I see because of time, I'll just scroll through it so that when you guys watch the video, you're actually able to see. So it was, which one is the odd one out and why? So which one is the odd one out? So which one doesn't belong? So 3/5 of 30 is 18, 2/9 of 81 is 18, and then 2/6 of 21 is 8. So which one is the odd one out? So here, grade 4, the odd one out will be this one, because the answer is 8, whereas on A and B, the answers are 18. Yeah, the answer is 18. So I just wanted to expose you so that you see the kind of questions that you are going to get. So there is another homework. If you guys can take a screenshot, I think you can do that. Ask your parents, ask your parents to take a screenshot, or I'm just going to copy this into Word. Okay, let me do this. Okay, even if you don't take a screenshot, I'm going to copy this into Word, and then my HOD is going to post it on the website. You can either take a screenshot, that's one first option. You can take a screenshot of this. If your parent is next to you, they know how to do a screenshot. Maybe you guys also do, because you guys are born through technology. So you can either take a screenshot, or I'm going to convert this after I'm done into Word, and then this worksheet is going to be there on the website. And tomorrow, so it means that tomorrow I'm going to put 2 homeworks. It means that tomorrow you guys have 2 homeworks before we start. Tomorrow we are starting on length. Okay, before I say, so in summary, we deal with fractions every day, and you guys need to practice fractions. So here I said you take a screenshot. If you didn't take a screenshot, it's fine. You can go to the website on the worksheets under maths. I'll say today's fractions, today's fraction homework, and then you do the homework. Then tomorrow, first thing, we're going to go through this homework. And then tomorrow we are starting on length. What I want you guys to do, can you please bring your rulers? Come with your ruler. You must have a pen and a pencil anywhere, and a book. So please bring your rulers tomorrow, because we are starting on length. So yeah, that is what is happening tomorrow. And then for more information, I know most of you have your parents because you're still young. So if you have any questions, this is my email address. And then you can also follow us on Africa Teen Geeks. And then, yeah, to get the links and everything. So until tomorrow, I'll see you guys. I'm going to post. Just tell your parents to go on the website. I'm going to post in 30 minutes. I'm sure it will be up. And then I'll post the homework. Until then, you guys should be safe. I'm going to see you tomorrow. You must bring my cake tomorrow, ne?